Ik ben Verity, ik ben a DJ. Paard. Grew up in a lot of different countries, but have been living in the Netherlands for 7 years now. And soon I'll be playing at Het Systeem. When I look back, I definitely think that music was like a space that I had very much control over because I was moving around a lot. So music was just like a thing that I could find solace in or explore.
So music was like a big anchor.
Yeah.
It's still a big anchor in your life.
When you start DJing, it's very much a journey trying to find what you like, what you can have the mental ability to stick to, because for me I can get quite bored of a certain genre or style or something. Yeah, I love different genres for so many different reasons. Tech house, I love the hands in the air energy. Jungle, I just love the halftime kicks and the breaks and the percussion. And also, most people assume it's very high energy music, but actually it can be very introspective and sweet. There was a period when I was trying to just mix them all together. You can play a lot of genres in a set, but to be a listener, it can sometimes be jarring. I'm trying to tone down the messiness a bit, because I became so envious of DJs that just played techno, or just played house, or just played progressive or trance, and it was just, I think it's way more tight and clean. My style is still very eclectic and crossing many genres, but within one set I try to stick to one, whether that be jungle or techno or a mix of breaks and techno. But I still do it. I still struggle because I just like so many genres.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about Oost.
I think Oost was really special because it was the only place in Groningen where you could go out, like really clubbing. I think for a lot of people Oost was like their first introduction to real nightlife. And so that made it really like this kind of testing ground, or super freeing in the fact that you can play and show people what nightlife can be like, or be their first introduction to more obscure music or really niche electronic music, I guess. And also I think it was special because everyone that worked there was there every weekend, always so supportive. And I think for me personally, it was like very formative years. It was just like the perfect place as a DJ to have like a regular spot where you can play and a regular community that supports you. All the sets I've played there were all very different, but they all kind of led to the DJ that what I play now. It's weird how a space can become such a
person.
Yeah. So as I said before, I was always just digging for music, always on Spotify, always on SoundCloud. And then at house parties I would always be, or gatherings just with friends, I would always be asking to be the Spotify DJ. Trying to curate the vibe of the party, I guess. And then that kind of just transcended to me going to the club and seeing that you can do that on a much bigger scale and have complete control. No track suggestions or no, can we listen to this? Although that still does happen sometimes. I guess if you want to make big bucks, you gotta play what everyone else wants you to play. But for me, there's just very much a lack of enjoyment in playing. Maybe I'm selfish in the fact that I want to play what I like. This is where the imposter syndrome comes in, where I feel like I have no knowledge to. But I think what I've learned, DJing should be, and is sometimes people don't like to make it as much as a community activity as it is. Like there is a lot of gatekeeping, which should not exist at all. I think to be a DJ you have to, the community is so much of it, that you need to contribute to it, and whether that be sharing your knowledge, even though you may, in my case, I feel like I don't have the right knowledge or good knowledge to share with people, you should share your knowledge, whether that be music sharing, technical skills. So I guess my advice would be to play what you want to play, because you're going to be hearing it a lot. So I think there's this very delicate balance between playing true to yourself and what you are listening to in that moment or feeling in that moment, or enjoying in that moment sonically, and also grasping what the crowd is feeling. That is something I have not mastered and will take many more years to come close to mastering, I think.